Welcome to your magical moon message. This is the peace dealer. The moon is in Cancer, the sun is in Virgo, and we are finalizing this integration, bringing in a most important sense of special mastery. Okay, moon is in its dignity in Cancer, and this 11th house aspect here is appropriately going to have you feel where you belong in appropriate social dynamics as you engineer real social situations. Wednesday, the Wednesday after this upcoming Wednesday, the moon is going to be uh, in Scorpio. Sunday, we're going to have the new moon in Libra. So you want to think that relative to the third quarter square we had in Gemini, everything up until Sunday is clearing the field so that you can apply a whole season's worth of magical activation in the Virgoan form of new lifestyle habits and new regimens, or just a new behavioral approach towards socialization, is now stepping into a brand new cycle of manifesting that perspective, Virgo, into social actions, Libra, that define your character. Because Jupiter's in Aries, this is going to start with a bang and a boost. And relative to the whole notion of literal superpowers being activated through these transits, this is it. Everything about Virgo season really was the integration to bring everything together. So the moon in Cancer is now the cardinal push in the 11th house of rewards from career to have you feel within the depths of your soul how in Virgo all of this intertwines. The Virgo sun that's opposite Neptune, trine Pluto, trine Uranus, quincunx Jupiter, and Saturn. So you have all these outer planets with Neptune, right? You have Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, and Taurus, all focused where? At the end of Virgo. And with the moon in Cancer, that's trine Neptune, opposite Pluto, you're feeling individually all of this integration. But I really want to once again emphasize, with this myriad of gods or outer planets that were worshipped, there's some element of rulers, whether this is not about worshiping them, right? But like this tier of movers and shakers, okay, with Neptune at the crux is opposite Virgo. So this is literally like that final level of integration that I just love the cyclical nature of this. But relative to the new moon coming all around through the cycle, now we're closing out with the moon in Cancer, and you're feeling the intuitive guidance of this supernatural awakening. So the moon on Pluto, when we started this Virgo season before the full moon, awakened relative to this onion peeling awakening process that happens every month. Power, okay? Then in Aries, you break through identifying what you've awakened relative to that. And Cancer is where we literally feel it, okay? A lot of unconscious, supernatural awakening of power you're now able to feel and develop more of your attitude based on what you feel and how you feel about it. But I can't emphasize the trine of Neptune to in its dignity, because Neptune is in its dignity and the moon is in its dignity. It's such a potent trine. This is literally the definition of supernatural psychic phenomena. Supernatural Neptune in Pisces, psychic moon in Cancer. Phenomena, Virgo sun, literally producing this real happening with Neptune opposite the sun to give you a real critical analysis of metaphysical phenomena hidden in plain sight happening in front of you, that with the intuitive guidance of the moon in Cancer, you're able to understand receptively the intuitive nature of the unseen principles that your physical brain cannot perceive, but is still there and still exists, and is now reworking your ability to awaken out of old models of perceiving reality to integrate and induce this. I'm trying the best way I can to explain why some of you are about to just start seeing ghosts, talking shit, people's spirits projected miles away, talking shit, you pulling out receipts in your head while another aspect of your physical body is in 3D playing out menial activities, talking shit back to the frequencies talking shit. Not everyone is as clairaudient. Maybe you might have clairvoyant, clairsentient, or claircognizant expressions of this, but there's a lot of shit talking, especially with Mars in Gemini and Mercury retrograde. Now, don't feel like you're too good to talk shit or clap back. It's just a perfectly ridiculous waste of Mars in Gemini. 'Tis the season to be petty. And with Mercury retrograde in Libra, people are going to be acting like their shit don't stink. And so you have to talk shit back and clap back and remind them that their shit does indeed stink. Okay? Virgo season will provide receipts for this. And once again, with the moon in Cancer, that will make a lot of unnecessarily moodiness come into play. That opposition with Pluto in Capricorn is completing this awakening cycle with the Moon Pluto gauntlet with a sincere breakthrough in how you transform out of old feelings relative to a lack of analysis you've replaced with a wealth of experience. Mind you, the moon will also be square Jupiter. So you're going to be feeling different about how much you've evolved, especially with people around you who may want to act like not only does their shit don't stink, but that they're above you in any way. And now you have to whoop out your metaphorical dick and slap them in the face with it. And now you have to literally, with Mars and Gemini especially, lament on why they are making you slap them with your metaphorical dick. Okay? This is just the end of Virgo season. We want to really note that intensity with the square in opposition with the moon in Cancer. That's going to really challenge how sincerely you don't give a fuck or give a fuck. Whether you give a fuck or not, you will be smacking a lot of people with your metaphorical dick. And it's going to really be more so in the way you smack people with your dick that really expresses the truth of who you are. Are you going to smack people with your dick without integrity, with no love in your heart? Or are you going to smack people with your metaphorical dick with so much understanding and compassion? Why are you making me smack you like this? Why are you not balancing yourself to where I have to correct you? Many of you will be able to say this without words. Some of it won't even be metaphorical. So, it's definitely going to be a thing to behold as we close out this season and step into, of course, the second boss battle in Libra. You're coming into such a mastery and finalization of analysis and integration where the final pieces of the puzzle reveal details that reveal everything as we conclude this major twist. So there's so much richness and depth of feeling complete and good that this 11th house transit will connect you with, and who you feel good with will allude you to who you belong with and who belongs with you and where you feel you belong. All right. I just also have to denote that the square to Jupiter that will follow up with the opposition of Pluto, that both follow the square to Mercury, are cardinal aspects, okay, that will very quickly set into place the supernatural abilities that the moon in Gemini helped you understand what they are and what to call them, and what you perceive as how these are expressed. Now the moon in Cancer is having you take action now that these settings have been configured by how you feel in what you're doing. What that means is, relative to the sextile, the automative Uranus in your physical Taurian senses are, the body language and emotional intelligence from the receptivity the moon and Uranus have from Cancer and Taurus respectively will have you understand, seemingly out of nowhere, advanced properties and mechanics of literal superpowers that, with the moon's trine to Neptune, you will just understand how to bring into fruition. And it's not going to be easy for me to explain to you why some of you will just remember you have access to knowledge that you have always had. Some of you are going to feel like Dorothy, where it's like, wait, I just had to click my heels 3 times and say there's no place like home. Bitch, I almost died. Like, you had me go through this whole adventure to kill your evil ass witch sister, and you mean I could have left this whole time? Oh my God. Like, some of you will feel frustrated because you're going to realize the extent with which you externalized and gave away your power, where if you just really said bump that and trusted in your own inner power, despite how crazy it looked to others, you would have overcome a lot of stuff maybe even sooner. But not that that matters. Now that the moon is where it is, you're inevitably breaking through into that understanding anyway at the end of Virgo season, crystallizing these receipts. The whole purpose of the end of Virgo season is that the finalization of these receipts are being crystallized so that we present these receipts in Libra season with style and with grace. Hey, remember how you said your shit doesn't stink? Well, I have 10 receipts here to prove otherwise. Now I'm smacking you with my metaphorical dick. Why are you making me do this? Why are you making me do this? That's you all Libra season. Just smacking the crap out of people with your big, fat, metaphorical elephant dick. And people aren't going to know how to take it. It's huge. It's massive. But it's coming with receipts, too. And so there's really nothing they can do but take it. Anyway, that's all I have to say. This is special mastery that's really just going to feel right in the way you express how much you've evolved your skills and abilities. Let the effortlessness and easy, simplistic nature of this not betray the work that still has to be done, because everything you're mastering is still just at an initial level. Saturn still needs to finish out of Pisces to put the finishing wraps and touches on these abilities over the next 2 years where everything is going to happen. And, you know, I hope you're also ready for war, because that's a thing. But yeah, this is going to help you feel the right way to fully master everything that you're good at, especially things that are challenging and you have to actually perfect. So take stock, because the opposition to Pluto with the moon is going to challenge feelings that aren't aligned with who you truly are and what you have to let go. But after, as we step into Leo, we'll charge based on the direction you're headed in. So if you're excited about understanding the deeper wisdom of supernatural abilities you have, there's nothing you have to do but just follow your intuition. And that's where I'm going to end this moon message, the Neptune trine with the moon. You're going to be revealed sacred mysteries that with the Virgo sun will be so clear and literal and tangible. It's going to fucking shock you. It's going to shock you. You're going to get shocked and you're going to get super excited because you're like, oh my gosh, this is real. So just react as sincerely as you would. You might be tempted to put on a mask so you look a certain way, but you actually want to respond as sincerely as you would if it was just you, okay? Enjoy this. This is what you built. You're getting ready to break through into a much more psychic expression of your supernatural mastery, and it feels good. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen.